Hey, what's up, Looney? Not much. I really enjoyed the Destruction Warlock in retail WoW, so I was playing the Preg Pal. Although the Preg Pal is really fun, just like anything else in World of Warcraft. After I play it for a little bit, I get a little bored because I've done it before. I've played Paladins for years. I've played so many of the classes so much, but the Warlock's one class I've never really played. In fact, I've played the Warlock so little in World of Warcraft that I was surprised by what their starter cloth piece looks like. You know how like every class has a shirt? Most of the classes I know what they look like. I know what a warrior's shirt looks like. Like if I take their chest piece off, I know what it looks like. I know what a rogue's chest piece looks like. I had no idea that what a warlock's alkalite shirt even looked like because I just never played the class. That just shows you how like little I've played the class. Because I put on this robe and I was like, "Whoa, this is kind of neat." You've got this robe with this cool looking like little red shirt underneath. I was like, I've never seen that before. Yeah, I didn't even know. I mean, this shows you how little I've played the class. I've played the class so little, and I was watching. There's a really good YouTuber out there. I really like his channel. It's this guy right here. He's this Nabai. I like him because. Oh shit! I didn't want to go. I like him because he covers mostly all the different classes in 3.3.5, and he plays on Warmane. So he's a Warmane guy who's been playing on Warmane for a long time. I'm assuming for a long time, right? Yeah, nice, Looney. Yeah, Nabai. I like this guy, Nabai, and I like his. I wish he would. His videos, I don't really like the presentation of his videos because he just like puts up text as opposed to actually talking. So you'll watch his videos and it's more like just text. Like like I'll show you. See, he does this stuff like, which is fine, but sometimes I prefer to actually hear somebody talk as opposed to have to read text on the screen. But I've watched some of his videos and he seems pretty good. So I was watching his Destruction Warlock and I also was watching another guy called Earpigs who does a Wrath of Lich King tier list for PvP, and he has the Destruction and his video is really good. If you haven't seen that video, um, I'll show it to you because it's actually really good. So if you just go to YouTube, if you go to YouTube and you search for Wrath of the Lich King PvP tier list, it's this one here. What I like about
Now parries.
what I like about this guy's video is that I love it when they have it broken into sections. And also, he really covers each class. Like, he talks about kind of what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. I think this is a great video. I don't know how skilled this guy is as a player, and I don't care, to be honest. Because I know when I'm listening to content, whether it's useful content or not. And this is actually really useful. And when he went to the Warlock Destruction... Here, let's just hear what he says. Let's hear what he says about Warlock Destruction. Just so you can kind of get a... Yeah, I know, it's such a weird name, isn't it? Let me stop the music so you can... here, hold on a second. I'm going to play this little bit, and you can give his... You can hear his, like, kind of summation of the Warlock, Destruction Warlock, excuse me.
Of the A tier. Up next is Destruction, or Destro as it's commonly called. This spec has some of the highest burst in the entire game, thanks to Chaos Bolt and Conflagrate. They also use the Succubus pet now, which is buffed thanks to Glyph of Seduction. This removes all dots on the target every time they get seduced.
So the Glyph of Seduction is obviously... I remember this back in the day. It's funny, I actually remember this glyph, even though I never played Warlock in Wrath of the Lich King. But I remember the glyph. Because one of my friends played a Warlock, and I always thought, how can he seduce someone if they've got like bleeds on them and all these things? Because any damage breaks seduce. Well, the reason you can do that is because you have to run this glyph. So when you seduce somebody, it instantly wipes off any debuffs, any dots on them, so that they can stay seduced. You know what I mean?
Making it very easy for the Warlock to just swap seductions around. The reason they use the Succubus is because they need to make distance for themselves, because they must cast, and everybody knows this, so they sit on the Destro lock and never let them cast chaos.
You like vanilla only. So Well, I mean, I'm just playing. I'm mucking around with this because I'm probably going to play some Wrath of the Lich King Classic. How long I play Wrath of the Lich King Classic? Actually, the other thing too is one thing. When I was doing my videos on Everlook, kind of getting my rogue, or not my rogue, my hunter ready with like add-ons and keybinds. Because I said I'm going to play hunter and probably paladin in vanilla, and I think I'm going to throw warlock in there. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. You know why I've got 250 gold? You know why I've got 250 gold? That's because I was in the starter area at level like 2, and some guy. And here's the thing: you can't even whisper to someone at level like 2, and you can't even whisper to someone. You can't even yell. You can't do a slash yell. You can't whisper. And so some guy just did a guild signature request. He requested that I sign his guild charter, right? And I'm like, I don't care. I'm level 2. I'll sign your guild charter. If the guild starts and I don't want to be in the guild, I'll leave the guild, right? So I signed his guild charter, and then it was it was a level 80 max level character with good gear, and I couldn't. I tried to whisper and say thank you, but you can't whisper. Or I tried to whisper and say hi or something. I don't know, and you can't. So I just waved at him. I like waved at the guy, and then he traded with me and gave me 200 gold. I was just like, okay. But there's people on the server, I'm sure that. Sorry, I'm super congested. Probably I get out really bad allergies this time of year actually, and I just woke up from sleeping. I think at around 5:30 a.m. and I'm always congested after I wake up. This is what happens when you get old. You'd think I was a smoker, but I'm not. Anyways, the guy just gave me 200 gold. You know what I mean? You think I'm the most skilled? What do you mean by that? Yeah, so the guy just traded me and gave me 200 gold, and I was like, okay, cool. And then the other 40 gold I sent over for my priest, who's been selling some gear that I've just been looting as I've been leveling up the paladin. But if you listen, but so when I'm looking at, I played the Destruction Warlock in Shadowlands, and I had a blast. I thought it was super fun. And I think one of the reasons I never played a Warlock in World of Warcraft through all these years that I played the game is that I think I was a little bit intimidated by the class. You know what I mean? I get gold with characters. I tend to get gold sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I do tend to get gold. Yeah, this guy traded and gave me the 200, the 40 I sent over from my priest. But yeah, I get pretty lucky sometimes. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened in Hey, what's up, XR? You love the TV the Burning Crusade lock? I'm so sorry I'm congested. Hold on a second. Yeah, I did. Remember in the guild? Actually, Looney, what it was in the guild I asked for what was it, 50 silver? I was in one guild and I was like I said I was playing my hunter in vanilla on what was it? It was Kronos. And I asked the guy for 50 silver and he gave me like it's not it probably is Corona actually because remember my wife had it. Had Corona. Uh, my wife had it and actually she tested negative on Sunday, but I'm sorry, on Friday she tested negative, but she had it for like a week. So she's doing fine. She's actually back to normal. You know what I mean? She's fine now. Yeah. But I got it. I'm sure I got it. But for me, it hasn't been as like I haven't been as sick. I've just been like really low on energy, like really tired, really fatigued, and then I've had some moments where like I had body aches, my muscles would ache, and I also had some time where I felt nauseous, like I've had loss of appetite, loss of taste of food. It's just been kind of all over the place, but nothing like horrible, nothing that prevents me from getting up and just doing my regular daily stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I am vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. And and I had corona before, like I don't know, like a year ago, and I was sick that time. The first time I got corona, I was sick for like about 10 days, and I say about 3 of those days I was really sick. I was in bed for about 3 days. It was the same thing with my wife this time when she got sick. She was in bed pretty much for 3 days. She couldn't even get out of bed. Although for her it was worse because she had a hard time breathing. She had to get an inhaler. I never got to that point where I was really having a hard time breathing. I just like my throat was super hoarse. Like when I was talking, it was like it was really bad. You could hardly hear me. You know what I mean? But I didn't have any issues breathing. So, but anyways, back to the Warlock. Like I think one of the reasons I never played the Warlock in World of Warcraft is because I think I was always a little bit intimidated. You know what I mean by the class because I always felt like I wasn't very good at it. And I always felt like I wasn't very good at pet management, and it always intimidated me a little bit, all the different pets, and for whatever reason. And so I started playing the Destruction Warlock in retail, and I really liked it. I thought it was really fun. And then I was talking about Everlook, the private vanilla server that's coming out, and I was saying that I was probably going to play a hunter and a paladin, but I've played hunters and paladins a ton. Like I've sunk a lot of time into those classes over the years. And so the problem that I've had playing World of Warcraft probably over the past, I'd say a couple years, really, past 2 years, is that every time I play a class that I've played before, I'll play it for like a month or two, and then I get bored. I'm like, I'm bored because I've done it so much. So going into Everlook, I think I really should play a class that I'm not going to get bored with right away, and I think the Warlock is the one. It's the one true king. Oh no, that's Asmongold, right? So I think I need to play something that is new to me. And the Warlock is there aren't that many classes that are very shiny new to me in World of Warcraft. The Warlock and the Shaman are two of those classes. I've never really enjoyed the Shaman that much. I always enjoyed the Warlock. I've played the Warlock many times, but I only level to like 10 or 15, like in vanilla, and then I stop and I end up playing something else. So I used to play meme classes. Well, I've played every class. I played rogues, mages. I played every class really except the warlock and the shaman. And I'd say after that, if we want to rank the classes like based on how little I've played them, like which ones I've played the least, I would say warlock, shaman's probably number one least played class for me. After that, I would have demon hunter. If you want to go to all the classes in the game right now, I would say demon hunter is because I haven't played demon hunter hardly at all. So demon hunter, then it would go to shaman, then it would go to warlock, and then after that it would probably go to. It'd be a toss up. It'd probably go to. I'd have to say Death Knight, and then after Death Knight, it'd be Druid. Rogue. No, I play Rogue all the time. I play Rogue quite a bit. I've played Rogue a lot, so I played Rogue in Wrathlich King a ton, and even back in Vanilla. So yeah, yeah, I've played Rogue quite a bit. So, but the classes I played the least are, like I said, are Demon Hunter, Shaman, Warlock, Death Knight, Druid. I'd say those classes are the ones I've probably played the least in the game. So I think going into Everlook, I think I want to play. I think I'm gonna maybe focus on doing a Warlock. So, which is I don't know if I'm gonna do it first though, because leveling a hunter first makes more sense financially because you can level quicker. Which news? The only really news I heard lately was that how the Act Man got his like YouTube channel like demonetized. I think I saw like Asmongold's video on that. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. I think here's the funny part with that. Here's the funny part, Looney. Alex is yeah, Alex is he's a liar. Okay, you did not cry. I hope you're not. I hope you're being. I hope you're joking there. Why would you cry about it? He's a liar. Alex is a liar. Okay, like everything he's telling you is a lie, right? Like he's telling you he doesn't care about private servers. That's not true. He's telling you that you know, man. Well, you better ask him for your money back. Yeah, I know he's a liar. Okay, the only reason he's doing the YouTube channel, there's two reasons. I'll tell you why Alex does the YouTube channel he's doing right now. Number one, he wants to stroke his ego. He wants attention. He is someone who needs to be validated, right? He needs to be validated. I don't need to be validated. You guys can curse my name. You guys can all unsub from my channel and go do other things, and it's not really going to bother me. I mean, it'll suck because I don't want to lose subs, but I'm not going to be hurt by it. But Alex is he has low self-esteem. He needs to be validated. He needs people to stroke his ego, right? He at some point in time after when he left playing WoW, right, he realized all the mistakes he'd made, And he made this grand plan to come back to World of Warcraft and try to fix those mistakes so that he could get back what he thought he'd lost, his small little moment of fame. Because really, private servers, like someone said in the Discord server, private servers made him. He didn't make private servers, right? He didn't make, you know, he was not the leader of vanilla WoW, as much as he would like to think that he wasn't. There were other people way before him, right? And so he got popular because he did a lot of content for vanilla, and it became a popular topic. A lot of people wanted to see, vanilla come back to retail. A lot of people wanted to see a classic server. And he screwed up. He screwed up because the guy's got anger issues. The guy's got an ego. He started calling. He wasn't as popular when Classic came out. He lost a lot of popularity. He didn't like it. He couldn't handle it. So he lost it, man. He started yelling at people, started accusing people of being Nazis, started accusing people of being racists, started yelling at people like S-Fan. He couldn't handle it, like a little baby, because that's what he is. He's just a little baby, a 5'3" baby, 5'3" baby. And so when he was away from the game, he realized his only small piece of fame he's ever had in his entire life was when he was streaming vanilla World of Warcraft, right? So he made this grand plan to come back and play vanilla World of Warcraft, and he saw the opportunity of the Everlook server, right? But when he started getting back into it, he realized two things. One, he sucks at the game. Okay, the guy sucks. So if he goes back to Everlook, and once he started coming, when he came back, a lot of people were giving him shit. Like he was getting a lot of hate, right? So he knew, think about this, he knew that if he tried to stream on Everlook, one of two things, well, one thing's definitely going to happen. He's going to get ganked, and he's going to get his ass whooped day in and day out. He's going to get stream sniped nonstop, and he knew that. He's like, if I try to stream this, I'm just going to get stream sniped. And there's nothing he can do about it because Everlook's a PvP server. It's not like he can go run to a PvE server. He doesn't have a choice. So he knew that he was going to get stream sniped. And being the baby that he is, right? Being that he's got no self-esteem, he wouldn't be able to handle it. He'd be crying like a baby. I mean, all you have to do is go back to his old videos on the internet, and I can pull you up tons of videos of Alex crying like a baby when people kill him in PvP because he's always like, oh my god, they used a potion. Oh my god, this. Oh my god, that. It's always everybody's excuse. It's always every other reason for him getting killed other than the fact that he just sucks at the game, right? And so he knew that was going to happen. He knew he was going to get ganked, and he knew he couldn't handle it. He knew he's because he's such a little baby. He's such a little bitch. And then the other thing is, remember, he was banned on Twitch for streaming private servers. So he thought, well, I've already been banned on Twitch. And he was also, I think, I had a 3-month suspension on YouTube for streaming private servers. So he probably thought, well, if I stream the private server, I'm just going to get banned. And that's a valid, you can't blame him for that. I mean, I don't blame him for that. I wouldn't want to get banned either. So it makes sense for him to stream Classic, right? But let's not have any illusions as to the real reasons why he's doing what he's doing. He's not doing it because he cares about you. He's not doing it because he cares about the community. He's not doing it. Every reason he has is a selfish reason. It's to stroke his ego. It's to try to reclaim what he lost, which was some tiny little moment of sunlight. His little tiny 15 minutes of fame. He's trying to reclaim that. It's like the high school guy who was like the jock, like the quarterback of the football team. You know what I mean? And he goes to college and he goes on with his life and he becomes a nobody. But then maybe there's some sort of like class reunion and he goes back to school and tries to pretend like he's the big boy again. Like, I'm the captain of the football team. Well, you're not. You're nobody now. The same with Alex. The sad part is the people out there don't realize it. They don't realize that everything he's doing is just to stroke his ego. He doesn't care about you. He wants your money. He wants your attention. He wants your love. Because he's a small and he's a weak person. He's small, weak with no self-esteem. And that's what you got. That's what you're getting with Alex. So have at it. You gave him money? That was a mistake. You shouldn't have. Yeah, no, he's too short to play Miracle. Anyways, let's not talk about that douchebag anymore because he's not worth my time. I just wanted to give you a rundown because that's who he is as a person. That's who he is. He's not doing his channel out of the love of the game. I mean, I know he likes the game, but he's just trying to get people's money and trying to get his little ego stroked.
Chaos Bolt. Destro locks have a decent range of.
So back to the Destruction Warlock, a more interesting point. So the cool thing, other thing with it, with Destruction Warlock, and the other reason I didn't play Warlocks in the original game that much, or in the game in general, is because it's very difficult. One of the things that's difficult with any caster is that you're going to get trained. I mean, people know that you can drop big damage, so when you're in a battleground and you're squishy, you can't really get hit that much. You die quickly, and so it's you have to understand how can I not take damage. I tried playing Shadow Priest in Arena like so many times, and I never was very good at it because you just get trained. People sit on you. Warrior gets on you, sits on you. Death Knight gets on you, sits on you, and it's very hard to get away. And a lot of that plays off your partner. Your partner has to be good enough to peel you, and so there's two things going. You have to be good enough to get away, but you also have a partner who's good enough to help you. And so there's some counterplay there. But I think one of the reasons I never played the Warlock that much is because of these reasons that I never really understood quite how to get that space to be able to pull off my casts. Fear is one thing, like you said. But if you watch the video by Nabine, like I was talking about Nabine, if we watch his video, it's really cool. He's got a great video, and we can look at that here in a minute. But first, let's go over this real quick.
Get seduced, making it very easy for the Warlock to just swap seductions around. The reason they use the succubus is because they need to make distance for themselves, because they must cast, and everybody knows this, so they sit on the Destro lock and never let them cast Chaos Bolt. Destro locks have a decent range of comps that they can run, but are restricted slightly to classes who can help them control. An extremely popular comp for this reason is LSD or Lock Shaman Druid. The most common variant of LSD that you will see is Destro Lock, Ellie Shaman, and Resto Druid. This has tons of control.
And Ellie Shaman in Wrath of the Lich King hits so hard. So you've got two classes that hit really hard with the Ellie Shaman and the Destro. So that's probably a pretty fun. I actually would like to watch some arena match gameplay with this team. Would be kind of fun to watch.
Tons of damage and gives you the opportunity to get your Chaos Bolts off, as well as the Shaman to get Lava Bursts out. You can also play an assortment of spell cleaves as Destro Lock, and even with rogues and stuff like that. Whatever you play with, just be aware that you're going to need somebody who can help you make room for yourself, because you need to get your casts out.
So right there, he's talking about like just what I said. Your partners have to help you to get some space. Now, if you're really skilled, you're going to be able to get some. But again, if you're doing a threes team, it's easy. It's easy. One of the reasons why PvP players duel a lot is because you have to be really good at 1v1 with every class. Because there's going to be situations in arena matches all the time where you are 1v1ing people. Not so much in the beginning of matches, especially on a threes team. Because in a threes team, it's more about managing CDs and cooldowns and all that kind of stuff. And it's more about control. But when you get down to it, if a couple people die on each side and there's only one person left on each side, it's 1v1, then you got to be able to outplay the other person. And just being able to outplay every class, you learn what those classes can do, and you learn what they're trying to do. So in an arena match, you have to really be watching you have to be watching the whole match and see where are all the enemy players, and you have to understand what is each person trying to do, right? I'm trying to DPS this character, right? This person on the enemy team. Well, what are those three guys trying to do? Specifically, mostly the other two. Because if I'm DPSing this one guy, I pretty much know what he's doing, and if he's the focus, he's probably getting trained. He's probably not going to be able to do a whole lot. But what are the other two guys doing? And that's where that really dueling comes into play. And that's one of the things I've been bad at, because I've always been lazy about dueling. I've never dueled a lot, mostly because I'm not going to lie, it sucked because I just wasn't very good at it. Not that I'm not good at PvP, because I'm pretty good at PvP, but I just never really dueled a lot. Because I guess a lot of times I enjoyed playing the game. I'd rather go into a battleground and play in a battleground than sit outside a city and duel. I just thought it was more fun to actually play PvP in a group's environment. As opposed to duel. I just thought dueling was kind of like, I'll get plenty of duels when I'm in the battleground. I get tons of 1v1s in battlegrounds, you know what I mean? So I just thought that was more fun. Plus I was getting honor, I was getting something for it. But dueling is really important if you really want to be good. And I think, so this video, he talks about like what I was saying, you got to clear space. But if you watch Nabai's video on the Warlock, it's pretty cool. I like his video. And what's interesting, if you watch him play, actually, here you can just see him doing, this is just free casting, so this is obviously a no-brainer. Now here's a good part, like a good video, good example, where he's 1v1ing a rogue, so how is he going to handle, look at his name, Bald Boothar. I like the rogue's name, though, Grave Rob, that's pretty cool, you know what I mean? Well, let's see how he handles. Now, so the rogue opens on him, and of course, right away, he's got his succubus pet, so he's going to charm with succubus, right? And there's the seduce, right? Now he's gonna move away. He's casting Soulfire, which I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Soulfire is. Um, I don't know what this target is. Is he like throwing a? Is he like an engineer? Is he throwing explosive, or let's see. Yeah, it wasn't maybe unless Soulfire is a targeted ability. I don't know what he was doing with the target. I have no idea. I was casting Immolate. So and he just deleted that rogue. That was like that wasn't much of a 1v1. Now here the rogue's shadow dancing. You can see the rogue. I think the rogue just popped shadow dance here, which is just vicious and wrath, right? Hey Alex, thank you. Is that what that is? Just Shadow Fury is the targeting ability, right? So he was targeting Shadow Fury. Cool, thanks. That's why I kind of do these videos. Is I mean that's why I stream is so you guys can help me because I don't know the rogue, the Warlock class at all. So here you're gonna see the rogue go into Shadow Dance. Let's check it out. So he's Shadow Dancing, and he took quite a bit of damage. The Warlock. And the rogue cloaked to shadows. And he probably cloaks. I'm assuming he cloaked because I'm gonna assume that cloak makes him probably invulnerable to the seduce, right? Like he tries to do seduce, but he's gonna cloak it. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure because again, I don't know the Warlock, and I don't know how that but I'm gonna assume that's what's going on. Also, of course, the cloak's gonna make him he's not gonna be able to get dotted. Yeah, the cloak's still up. Now, as soon as the cloak of shadows dropped, the seduce comes in. You saw that. As soon as his cloak dropped, seduced. Now he's going to try to get some space. He's probably going to do the Shadow Fury again. Now he's doing Cast Bolt. So with Cast Bolt, I'm assuming he needs a certain amount of charges if it's like retail. I don't know what this is. But anyways, he's doing Cast Bolt. This is going to hit pretty hard. And there's the targeted ability, like you said. So now he's going to follow it with the stun. I don't know if this 2.9 seconds is the Shadow Fury. So maybe, yeah. Oh, is it Killing Spree? Oh, thanks, Alex. I thought it was like Shadow Dance. Killing Spree is kind of the same. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Okay, it doesn't need charges. Thanks, Alex. See, Alex knows. So it looked like, hey, Alex, it looked like he did the Shadow Fury. If that's what this stun is here, this 2.9. I'm gonna assume that's. I wonder what kind of nameplates he's using here. I think this is just straight up like tidy plates or neat plates. He's not using the nameplates I'm using. But he does have a cooldown displaying here, so I'd be curious what he's using for that 2.9 second cooldown count. Yeah, well, Alex, no, that's not true, Looney. This Alex is no. Can we not go there, Looney? Yeah, let's not go there. This is a good Alex. Okay, let's just put it that way. So I'm assuming that's Shadow Fury. Then he follows up with a beautiful Chaos Bolt, which hits for, a lot of damage. He's only got 20k, and that Chaos Bolt did 8.5k. So, and then Immolate. Now he still looks like he's stunned. You see that? He still looks like he's like not moving. And now he's moving very slowly. So I'm assuming maybe Curse of Exhaustion. Although I don't see it on him, I just see like, yeah. This is all stuff I'm gonna have to learn. And at this point, the rogue's just screwed. It's funny because when this combat starts, it looks like the Warlock's in dire trouble, doesn't it? Like when you watch this from the beginning. Okay, he's getting ready to get on his mount, right? It's an instant cast, and you can queue it up while casting. Okay. Can flag causes the days? Oh, nice. See, man, Alex knows the dude. Alex, you know the Warlock. I'm glad you're in here. So Shadow Fury is instant cast, and you can it looked like he was queuing it up while he was doing his cast. You can see him like casting, and then he's go ahead and queuing up Shadow Fury. So what he's doing is he's gonna stun him. So he stuns him before the Chaos Bolt lands. That way the rogue. is just, you know, he's basically dead to rights. He's just going to get hit in the face with the Chaos Bolt. Flag causes a daze. Okay, cool. So let's watch this from the beginning. Rogue. Okay, now the Rogue Garrotes. Now I don't know if let's see. We've got Garrote. I don't think Garrote in Wrath of the Lich King Alex has a silence to it. I don't know, but in some, and there's the Killing Spree. So you can see it popped Killing Spree. I don't know if Garrote or Garrot. I don't know how you pronounce. I always laugh at how you pronounce it. I always say Garrote. It does silence. Okay, I know. I think there are in certain versions. I think in vanilla it doesn't silence. Does it? I can't remember. I think there are. I think in vanilla it may not silence. Okay, so silence is good. So it's very common because I play rogue a lot, and so I always would open with Garrote. You always open with Garrote because you want that silence to get off a little bit of damage. Plus, you're trying to prevent like fears and yeah, yeah. See, that's what I thought. See, Alex, you know the game. I like this Alex guy. He knows the game. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, and I played rogue a lot in Wrath of the Lich King, and I played it also in Burning Crusade. And against any caster, I always opened with Garrote, like always. You know, you get the bleed up, you get the silence. It gave you a chance to try to get a few combo points built. That way, you could try to go into maybe like a kidney shot to force them to either trinket or whatever. You know, at that point gives you kind of the upper hand because then you can get a little bit of damage off. You might be able to get a Garrote, and if you got premeditation, you could even get off like a 3-point rupture. And by that point, you know, they're going to either, you know, at that point they can try to get a fear or something, but you can always just vanish and you know, you can always reopen at that point. But all you're trying to do is get ahead. Like when you're a rogue and you're going up against good casters, you're trying to get ahead. You're trying to get that damage going because you know they're going to get separation at some point. They're either going to fear you or they're going to do something. If you're a mage, you're going to blink. It's always about trying to keep that distance. So having the dots, the bleeds up is great. So even against warriors, like against warriors, you're going to open up with, you know, you're going to open up with cheap shot, but you want to get off a bleed because the warrior's going to try to fear you or he's going to do something, and you can't stand toe to toe with the warrior. You might blade storm, whatever. So you want to get a lot of bleeds going and then get away from the warrior and almost kite him in his dead zone. Get the crippling poison. Kind of, you can actually just kite him in his dead zone, which works really well. So now he's doing Shadow Dance or Killing Spree, sorry. And you can see the Warlock's health's dropping quite a bit. And he can't, like you said, you got Cloak of Shadows up, so can't dot. Probably can't Succubus. What is it, Charm? And now he did use his portal, I guess. And that, but now it's just so funny. So basically, the rogue got the opener, and he got him down to this much health. But now the whole tide of this battle changes, and I'm not going to interrupt it anymore. Just let it play out. It's just amazing to me, like how once the Warlock gets a chance to do what he wants to do, he just annihilates the rogue. Just absolutely annihilates him. Look at that, just boom. Well, I think they put down the little portal thing or the yeah. See how he puts down the gate. Stun right after chaos reaches. Oh, actually, he explained it right there. Hey, Alex, did you see he explained why he uses the Shadow Fury stun? Right? So let's watch this again. So he's got him charmed. He's getting ready to cast Chaos Bolt. Then he stuns him. So the Chaos Bolt's going in the air, and then he stuns. Stun right after Chaos reaches. Don't do it too early. So, yeah, you don't want to stun too early because then they can trinket it. And I don't know. I guess if they trinket, what he's looking for, I'm assuming the warrior could trinket and spell reflect. If warrior has spell reflect in Wrath of the Lich King, I think they do. You certainly don't want to get your Chaos Bolt, you know, spell reflected back in your face. Now the warrior charges, and don't run again. He's dead. He's in a dead zone, just like I was talking about with the rogue. Now you want to keep out of the warrior's charge. So right about, you know, this is probably about as far as you want to go. I wouldn't go much further than this for the dead zone. See how he stopped? Yeah, this is about as far as you want to go if you're dead zoning. Yeah. Oh, it has to be used before they cast? Oh, see, that shows I don't play. I don't. There, oh, he's got spell reflect up now. Hey, he just popped it, so let's rewind it a little bit. He's there. Yeah, he got it up just before he started the incinerate. Now let's see if care about spell reflection. Uh, and instant drain life to cancel it. I'm not spell reflect, spell reflection, instant drain life to cancel. I'm not really sure how drain life cancels spell reflect. Did you see that? He. Okay, this is interesting. Also, I don't know what add-on he has that's tracking this stuff here, but whatever it is, I need it. I need this add-on. This is and how spell reflect is so big. Like I got to figure out what add-on he's using here because if it looks like this in game for him, holy crap, that's so useful. I mean, yeah, I don't know what add-on he's using here, but I need that add-on. But it will spell effect drain life, which means you don't take damage, and it's an instant cancel too. Which, yeah, I didn't know that. That's so overpowered. So watch, he's casting Incinerate, and then he realizes spell reflects up, and he stops his cast, and he drain lives to cancel it. Watch, stops, boom, drain life, and he just pops drain life for a split second. Reflect, reflects it, and oh, because it only reflects one spell. Oh, it only reflects one spell. Because in some versions of World of Warcraft, it reflects everything, doesn't it? Doesn't spell reflect multiple spells in later versions of WoW, not just one spell? I thought in later versions of WoW, spell reflect would reflect more than just one spell. And now he's just dead zoning. And he says slow's about to expire. Prepare to Shadow Flame. Now, Shadow Flame, I'm assuming, is an instant cast. Is this similar to the Fire Mage's Dragon Breath? Ancient Arid Item did it? Yeah. Is Shadow Flame kind of similar to like Dragon Breath from a mage? Let's see. Kind of looks like it. It's got this thing that appears like and it breathes fire. I don't know if it has a stun, but I don't know. And now he's doing Incinerate. It slows. Yeah. See. Okay. So yeah, that's good. So Shadow Flame has the slow. And then he's going for the Chaos Bolt here, but man, he's so close to him. But I guess he knows he's got enough room. Boom, there it is. Chaos Bolt, dead. So you can see that the Warlock... Again, the reason I think I never played a Warlock is because there's some skill involved in knowing how to do these rotations. But now that I've played the game for a long time, going back and looking at it now, it doesn't look that complicated. But you try to play it like 10 years ago when you're still kind of new to the game, and it's like, these things were a little bit more challenging then than they are now. But anyway, I like this guy's channel to buy. He does a good job of kind of explaining things, and he plays every class. Like this guy, if you go to his channel, he pretty much plays like every class, and he plays all of them in PvP and arena and stuff. Anyways, yeah, but I don't know what add-on in that is. We need to figure out which add-on he's using. Let's see. He's got, let me see. He had a video on add-ons, but I don't know if he breaks it down. I use shadowed unit frames. Yeah, she's talking about shadow frames, which I use. I use this one. I use this add-on. That's just basically what we've got here. What I really want to see is his target name. Is his nameplates. Still talking about that. So he's using tidy plate threat plates, which I have installed. I'm not using it currently. You see how it's got the spells showing? Let's try this. Let's see if we can get this working. Well, he's using it, so yeah. I've got tidy plates threat plates, so I just don't have it enabled right now because I was using the QE. I like the QE. Yeah, see, we have tidy plates, threat plates here. I don't know if I need to set my flame. I guess so. I don't really know if I need to. So here's... So let's just do debuff and see what it looks like. Oh, see, it looks so different. Yeah, I don't think we wanted to set it to threat plates. I think that's showing my threat. Yeah, so let's... I don't know how to change it back to non-using threat. um... Well, here, let's just do neon. There we go. So there's those cooldowns. Doesn't look the same as his, though. Download link. Here we go. Let's just download his add-ons. Oh, not the old Dropbox. I thought I already had a Dropbox login. Let's see. No, we'll look at that later. I'm not going to make you guys sit through it. But plate buffs, see? Plate buffs. What's that? That must be it. Prep plate options, font size, enable shadow, health text, text options.
And it's called plate buffs. It's
This
been
is it.
2 years since my first video about add-ons, and people are still asking for name of this add-on in comments. So I hope new people will see this video and we will solve the mystery behind this add-on.
Yeah, it's this one. It's got to be.
Impossible to play PvP without this add-on. You chuck everything you need in the middle of screen. We can adjust size of each buff or debuff.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, that's what it is. See, it's the plate buffs. He even says you can adjust the size. Hey, JCX, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while since you've been in here. I'll see you, Looney. Have a good one, man. Yeah, it was in the description. Plate buffs. That's the one. That's the magic. So plate buffs is what we need. This is huge. This plate buffs is huge. I've been good. How you been, JCX? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Yeah, but let's grab plate buffs. It looks like he even showed what version he was using. It was even like said beta. If you guys noticed that.
It's impossible to play PvP without. We will solve it for name of this add-on in comments. So I hope new people will.
Plate buffs 1.5.4. So we went after the Lich King plate buffs add-on. Right? Actually, here's the War Main one. Wow, Ace. Oh my god. We want here, let's go back. I think he said it was I think he had 1.4 1.5.4 beta. He's got so many files here. Holy shit. Right here. Boom. Let's not worry about that right now. Yeah, but I saw that add-on, especially when you saw the spell reflect come up on that buff over the target nameplate, and I was like, oh my god, I need that add-on. That is awesome. Okay, plate buffs. Cool. Yeah, let's try it out. And first, and we're gonna change our. Let's do this. Just wondering if there's a different font we could use. I'm not a fan of that font. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's a too bad in earlier versions of tidy plates and stuff we just don't have that option, right? Let's see. See if our plate buffs show. Nope, currently they're not showing. We also have the threat meter, which I don't really need the threat meter. That's what this green and yellow is. This is just showing threat. I don't know if we even need threat plates at this point. What is it called? Plate buffs. How come I don't see it in here? Like on his, we saw plate buffs in here, but on mine, we don't see it. Why is that? It doesn't show up. That may mean we're missing part of it, or maybe missing part of the add-on. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. We're definitely missing the configuration option for plate buffs. No bears. We need the bears. Yeah, they need a 13 point. They have 12 point, which is too small, and 14 point, which is too big. Yeah, we got to figure out that play buffs though, because it's not working. Let's just try the latest file. See what we get. Ah, see, it says MOP. I missed the Pandaria. Definitely don't want. So we definitely don't want that one. Okay. Where is it? Oops. This one. I want to go back to that video again. He had 1.5.4 beta, which is the one I had. Why is his showing up here in add-ons and mine is not? That's what's irritating me. We probably should just get the download link working, but I gotta go to stupid Dropbox. Oh my goodness. I'm sure I've got a Dropbox account, I just don't remember what the password is. Let's find out. I haven't used Dropbox in like forever. Apparently I do have one. Alright, password changed successfully. We have changed our password. Alright, we got it. We are now in his folder here. Plate buffs. Back, and what we want to do is, let's go back again. Download this guy. we're gonna do is gonna be World of Warcraft interface. Create a new folder. And we're gonna call it the buy. Just gonna grab his plate buffs. Tempted to grab his tidy plates as well. I'm going to be really interested to see if this makes any difference, because I should have had the exact same version he had, according to what it looked like in his video. Well, let's find out. Magically, now it shows up. Interesting. Look at this. Awesome. Let's see if it works. See if it works out of the box or if we have to configure it. Now, see, it's working right out of the box. We don't need the threat, though. See, tidy plates. I don't know why he even uses threat plates. I don't see that it's even needed. I don't see the threat plates as even necessary. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna disable threat plates. I don't think I need it. I don't know why you would use threat plates. I mean, I don't really care about threat in PvP, right? I certainly don't care, you know, like in PvE, sure, but in PvP, I don't care. We're still seeing it, though. Still seeing the name. This is showing, like, who has threat, which is weird. I didn't think it... Yeah, it's part of the regular plates then, it looks like. Again. Yellow means I have threat. Yellow's going down because I'm losing threat to the pet. Eventually that would disappear and go to green for showing the pet has threat. So... Try this. You can see we got rid of it. We're not seeing that crap anymore. We don't need to see. Also, I'm not sure if I really like Quattro. I don't like the name underneath that. That's the only thing I don't like about that one. That's cool. I really yeah, those plates are cool. I actually think I do like the other one better. Oh, what? I don't know. I don't know why my pet decided to attack this guy. That's really weird. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if I tab targeted or what. Get him before the potion. All right. Actually, I like the Kui nameplates better, and I don't see that we really need. I don't think we need tidy plates at all. So what we're gonna do is, I mean, these aren't. I don't think these are really necessary. Like, I'm not really getting anything out of tidy plates, and I don't really like the. I don't really like the looks of these. So we're gonna go back to the Kui, which I think looks not much nicer. Now that we know that the those debuffs and stuff are showing from a completely different add-on, see, I think this looks way better, right? It actually shows the timers too here, but it's just not as big, and I can probably turn those off. I don't really know if I can or not. First add-on makers for having you to type in something so long. Like if we go debuff. We can turn that off if we want. We also may be able... Let's just turn this off and see if that works. Because I'm using the other one, I don't need debuffs to show. Let's find out. Yeah, see, that's nice. Now they don't show, so that looks better. These are a little big, and they have the sweep timer, which is kind of not really necessary. Whoa. Okay. These are these are this is G Shade. Okay, G Shade's something you install separately outside of World of Warcraft. And you have to configure it. You have to install it, point it to the WoW exe, tell it what type of exe it is. It's a little bit. It takes a little bit to set it up. It's not hard, but yeah. But it allows you to just add different filters to affect the way the graphics look. And I like to use it for a lot of the WoW. It doesn't work as good on the Wrath of Lich King. It works really good on the private server, on like a vanilla server. It works really well, actually. Like I've got it. I'm running it on my one of my vanilla clients, and it looks really good. Yeah, but you can download. Just look for G Shade. There's also Reshade. There's a G Shade version. There's also a Reshade version, but for like these older clients, G Shade is the one that works. I don't think Reshade works for these. I try to do as much as I can to make the client look pretty or make it look better, you know? The floating combat text is mixed scrolling battle text. This is the floating combat text. It's probably one of my all-time favorite add-ons. MIKS, scrolling battle text, mixed scrolling battle text. They pretty much have a version of mix for almost every version of WoW. It works for almost every version of World of Warcraft. But I still need one bear. Yeah, mix is what's great about mix. It's not even the scrolling battle text. The best part about mix is the triggers, right? So like on my rogue, you can set up triggers, right? You can go like I have a trigger on my rogue that every time I go into stealth, it actually posts text to the screen that says "entering the shadows," right? So you set up a trigger. You say "aura application." Recipient unit affiliation is equal to you. Skill name is equal to stealth. Is like stealth, and then you can even add sound effects if you want. Like I could go. Like I don't know if there's any kind of see. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can cast that'll do it. Here, like demon skin, right? See demon skin? See this demon skin buff I just threw up, right? Check this out. I could create a trigger and just say. I can go up and say, okay, I want to track what every time the demon skin is applied to me, right? And if I want, I could even add a sound effect. So now, when I apply demon skin, it should show text on the screen and play a sound.
Lovely.
The power of demons courses through my veins. You see that? Right?
Lovely.
And so you can use it to track. It's really, and I use it for low health, right? Here, check this out. The most important thing I use it for is my low health. So when I drop below 55%, watch now when I knock my health down below 55%, it's gonna tell me.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
See, she said you can kiss your ass goodbye. That's letting me know my health's low. And actually, here, let's go. The threshold's too high. Actually, that's wrong. I need to fix that. So if you go to, by default, it has low health set up. I mean, it's just a default trigger that comes with this add-on. So low health, right? So let's go ahead and modify this guy. Because right now, it says health change, but it's less than 35%. That's not good. Like, you want to know when your health, you don't want to know when you're less than 35% health, especially in a PvP situation. So I changed the threshold to 55. Like, I start getting worried about my health in a PvP situation when I get below 55% health. So we're going to change that. 35 is much too low. Okay. And let's see, low health. That's all. All the rest of this is fine. And then if we go back to that other one that I just created, the text was too long, so let's fix that. Say. I'm gonna say demon armor.
Lovely.
And then you can add you can add your own sounds, right? So go into the add-ons, find mixed scrolling battle text in your add-ons, right? Let's see, mixed scrolling battle text, and then there'll be a sounds folder, and in here you can put sounds in here, and it'll take MP3s or WAV files. Some versions actually take like OGG file sound format, but I don't think this one does. So let's find one that works better for demon armor. I don't know if I have one. We'll just use the torch one. I think it's torch. Sort by name. Okay, there's a torch.ogg. I don't know if ogg is going to work, but let's try it. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, see, this version only accepts MP3 or WAV, which is too bad, because later versions actually accept the OGG format. Unfortunately, this one does not. So we're going to need a different file. Let's sort by type, so we're not looking at OGG files. Let's try prepare, right?
Prepare to fight.
All right, so
Prepare to fight.
let's see, demon armor, So I don't, obviously you don't want some crazy sound like that. So let's get rid of the sound because we don't really need a sound to put up demon armor. We're gonna say none, and we want to change the color of the text because it doesn't look like a warlock. So let's make it more warlocky. Okay. Right. Demon armor. They're in purple. See. But what's more important than that, right, is losing demon armor. We don't really care so much about when we add demon armor, but when you're in PvP, losing your demon armor is something that you want to track, right? So let's use the British spelling of armor. We're just going to say armor lost with the British spelling. And we're going to say aura removal. Okay? Because we lost the aura. It's armor, right? Demon skin, sorry. Demon skin. And then we're going to armor lost. Okay. Yeah, the client's lagging me out right now for some reason. See if it's my internet.
Looked great.
I don't know. It looks like the server. I don't know if the server's like restarting or something's going on. Yeah, server died. See, in global, server died, lag. So world server's down. Right as I was doing that, the world server went down. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, the add-on's really useful. Like I said, the scrolling battle text, the actually scrolling text is okay. Like I said, the biggest thing out of that add-on is setting up the triggers. Triggers are really helpful. Having a low health trigger that lets you know when your health is low is great because you don't have to look at your health. Like I never really look at my health. Like like my character's nameplate, I don't even need it, honestly. I don't really even need it. I'll probably even get rid of it if I can. If I can get rid of it, I'll get rid of it because I don't even need it. It's like an UI element on the screen I don't even need. So let's see if we can get. I don't know if the servers. Yeah, world server's down. That's kind of weird. That's like the first time I've seen the server take a dump. I'm not on the War main forums. Where's the? Oh, so they don't have a Discord. Or at least I don't see it. Hey Victor, how's it going? How do you know my name, Victor? It's like I joined. Uh, how do you know my first name? Not that I try to hide it that much, but have I tried Diablo Immortal? I have not because Diablo Immortal is a crazy pay to win BS. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna play Diablo Immortal. It's just pay to win, man. I don't play games that are. I mean, you can't even get to like end. You can't even get the best gear in the game or get to end game content. Plus, it's an isometric game. I don't play isometric games. I mean, I tried playing um, Lost Ark, and admittedly, I had some fun in Lost Ark, but overall, I don't really like click to. I hate click to move, and I don't really like isometric view. I like a full 3D view. Lost Ark. What I liked about Lost Ark is it has really good graphics. I mean, the detail in the buildings and the structures and the art assets was really of a high quality. Very high polished. I mean, very. I would give their art team a lot of credit, like behind Lost Ark. But yeah, I have not tried Diablo Immortal. Let's not call it Immortal. Let's give it the name that Wolf FPS Gaming gives it, Diablo Immoral, because of all the immoral tactics to get you to spend your money on the game. Hey, we're back in. All right, so let's see if this works. And it did. Armor lost. So let's go back to the MSBT because we don't really need the trigger. We don't need sound. Well, we do need sound on losing the armor because that's actually pretty important. But let's change the sound to something else. Let's just do. I don't know if I have a good sound for that. Oh yeah, I'm sure it did. Oh, I've showed my name. I mean, you see like my email address when I log into retail. I mean, Doesn't say Julian, but it says, you know, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not very smart about being a little bit too forthright with like my name and stuff like that. I probably shouldn't be so forthright, but yeah. Do I have a good sound effect for losing my shield? We could just use the heartbeat. We'll do the heartbeat. It was MP3, right? So, demon armor, and then when we lose it, you hear the heartbeat, and it says it's something that's not so annoying. The shaman. Did I play a shaman, Tyler? Did I play a shaman? I think I played the shaman for like what, 2 minutes? I think I played that. You mean the one I created like a couple days ago? That I streamed for all of like 2 minutes and said, nah, yeah. I do want to try the elemental shaman because they're really strong in here, but I like the idea of playing the Destro lock. I think the warlocks is a class I've always kind of wanted to do a little bit more with, you know. And I think not only in Wrath of the Lich King here, but I actually am looking forward to playing the warlock in vanilla on Everlook, doing some vanilla warlock as well. Because I don't think the warlock, at least it doesn't appear to me that the warlock. Maybe they do, because I don't really know like how different is the warlock. Oh no! What is this? Plate buffs is throwing an air. Ooh, it's throwing a lot of airs. That's not good. Oh, that sucks, man. That's the add-on we just installed. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're actually okay. It's throwing a ton of errors. All right, we're gonna have to get rid of plate. That's too bad because that's the one that Nabai was using, and I'm actually using the exact same one he's using. So the fact that it's throwing errors is really interesting. Why is it throwing errors for me but not throwing errors for him? You know, that's the one thing about add-ons. It's so strange. Is it like another add-on I'm using in combination with that add-on that could be causing an issue? Let's try something. Let's turn off this nameplate add-on and see if that's that add-on with the other add-on together. It could be what's causing the problem. Yeah, but it's this add-on here that's showing the debuffs. I don't think they have a show errors, do they? It's weird. It wasn't showing those errors. It didn't show errors until just then. That's so strange. Yeah, like I wasn't getting that before. I wish I could see the errors. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's only popping up the error messages when I have like a bunch are happening, but I want to see all of them. But sometimes some versions of WoW it gives you that option. I don't think this version does. Yes, you know, it's got show error messages related. Okay. It should show any errors, but I'm not getting any. Ah, man, that kind of stinks. Well, let's try. Let's turn on the Kua plates again. I don't know, maybe. But I'm going to assume that it's going to start throwing errors again. Maybe it was just like a rare occurrence. I don't think so, because it was throwing up a lot of errors. Let's disable any add-ons that we don't need. Like, we don't need Auctioneer. Well, actually, we do. Take that back. Let's disable the ore part of it. Because we're not using auras. So let's just use this part of it. Maybe that'll, hopefully... Maybe there was a conflict between both of them trying to track the auras on the nameplates? I don't know. I don't really like this mini map. I hate the HUD in WoW is so bad. Like the hotbars and everything is just so ugly. It's amazing how much better this game looks when you run the Guild Wars 2 UI add-on. Right. Let's see. There it is again. Huh. That's kind of crappy. We'll try one more thing. We'll try switching to the tidy plates, because that's what Nabai was using tidy plates with the plate buffs, and I'm using Kua plates with the plate buffs, and I don't know if that's why I'm getting the errors. I like Kua plates a lot better than tidy plates, but let's see if this gets rid of the errors. If it doesn't, then we're just gonna have to get it. I don't know. Let's get a different version of. We'll have to. I don't know. That's really strange. Let's try this. See what happens. It's weird. The error was coming when I was looting. Like it wasn't coming like during combat, which is strange. Yeah, I don't know. It's too bad if it's a conflict with Kua nameplates, because I like those nameplates better. Delirium. We should deep fry. Yeah, I don't think this client. This client. It's funny. This client does not look as good. When I play Chronos, Chronos client looks. Believe it or not, the graphics look better on the vanilla client than it does on this client for some reason. Don't know why that is, but it does look better. Oh my god, mega upgrades here. Amazing. I don't even think I have a cloak. Ooh. Epic upgrades here. .4 damage. Damn. Yeah, let me try killing a few more guys. I'm hoping that those errors aren't going to show up again. If they don't, then it's got to be that other add-on. Or it doesn't. Not getting any other errors, I guess. I can only assume that the Kui nameplates has a conflict with these plates. Now we could get rid of these plates, but the only reason I installed the plate buffs is really just for stuff like spell reflect. You know, for big like buffs that someone puts on them, like spell reflect. But If I get too far away, they don't show up. Like, actually that's kind of good for me, especially against warriors, because I want to fight in their dead zone. The fact that the icons disappear when I get kind of far enough away that I'm kind of not in the dead zone anymore. It's kind of a nice little helper that just says, hey, you know, you're too far away. Like if this was a warrior here that I was fighting in PvP, see how the... Actually, I can still see it. That was weird. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't have it targeted. No, it's still showing. These buff... I think this add-on's a little buggy. Yeah, well, but I think it's probably going to be necessary to use, even though I don't think it's my favorite add-on. Just because it's a little... it's a little... The icons themselves kind of... They flash a little bit. They're not as solid. It's a little buggy looking, but... This client just does not look good to me. I don't know about you guys, but the graphics on this client look a little pixelated or something. We're only one level. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. We are high enough level. We can queue dungeon. I don't know, like, if we'll get a group or not. Yeah, getting healers and tanks on this server has been incredibly difficult. I've almost wanted to roll like a healer just to help people, almost just to help people out, because I never see healers or tanks. Ooh, 60 gold, nice. Sent myself some gold earlier from the auctions I sold. And as usual, all the PvPers coming through here and kill all the bankers. Not demon armor, it's demon skin. Stupid armor loss, skin loss sounds weird. You can go under Stormwind right there? Where? Where can I go under Stormwind? Why would I want to go under Stormwind? Where at, Alex? I know people say you can go under. Oh, is that what she was doing? Is that what the person was doing? By the tunnel? Right here? Oh, that's what she's doing, right? Oops. That jump up, didn't I? Dude, he went right through the... He just went right through the floor. Ah! Oh, it wouldn't let me get up there. That's kind of weird. I would've thought I would have been... Huh. You would think you'd be able to jump up here, but it's not letting you. No! Maybe... I think he jumped from this barrel. Oh, no! Yeah, he did jump in that barrel, though. No. Oh my god, why are you not jumping? Oh my god. Man. That's how I used to get in. I'm not sure where to jump from there, though. Oh, you need to be right on the edge of this box, like right here. And then from here, where do you... It doesn't... Oh, maybe you have to be on top of the torch. That's what it is. You have to be all the way to the top of the torch. Like, he was, like, way on top of that torch, man. Of course, he was a night elf. He's a big dude. Oh, I was like, looked like I was trying to climb the torch there. Maybe once I get on the torch, I can jump up higher. We'll find out. It's impressive that the gnome did it, because gnomes are so damn short. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, you won't even jump. She starts running off that. She won't even jump. Alright, I think it's right here. Okay, not. Shit. I hate this kind of crap, dude. I've never enjoyed doing these jumps. I'm good at jumping up mountains and hills, but when you... Oh my god. This is not working. Let me try further out. No, it just misses it. What if I aim towards the corner? No, that didn't do it. Trying to get... There we go. We did it. Yeah, he just got hit the right angle.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh no, he's killing me. Well, he was buffing me. Why was I taking damage? Yep, got to get just the right angle. Well, we used to get in the... Oh, that's why. Because he... Yeah, it's... Yeah, so you can kiss your ass goodbye, because once he buffed me, my health dropped down. Well, it didn't really drop down, but it looked like it dropped down. Yeah. Trying to get up here. It won't let me. Interesting. Would have thought I could climb that. Oh, let me up. You go to the dock area and go through the wall. Whoa. The dock area looks like it's... Oh, the dock is way over there. That's okay. Well, we can pour... Oh, man, I never set my hearth either. Yeah, I always do. People say you can get a storm, but I had actually never done it. I did see once in Westfall a person got, like, if you... I don't know if you guys know this, but I saw a person who in Westfall got... There's actually buildings out here in the sky at Westfall, and I don't know how somebody got out there, but they must have been like a GM or something. But I actually got summoned like to a building that's literally floating below the level of the ground here. So like below this level of this ground, down below there's actually a building out here. And I was summoned out there one time. Just randomly. I was just in Westfall and someone summoned me and I took the summon and took me out to that building floating out there. Looking up inside the building's kind of cool looking. Before they added flying. Yeah, because once they add flying, they have to go and fix everything. You know what I mean? Then they have to fix stuff. Whoa, I went right through the wall. That was pretty cool. We just went right through the wall. Never done that before. Yeah, one of the cool kids. Yeah, like I said, I was never... You know, those types of things, like, I never was super, like, it's like, whatever, it's cool, but it's not something I spend a lot of time mucking around with. There was a cool thing that we used to do in Altrock Valley. And in Altrock Valley, you could go... I wonder if there's a video on it. See if we can find a video on it really quickly. We used to do this in, I think, it was either Wrath of the Lich King or Cataclysm. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. This is it. This sounds interesting. Altrock Valley climbing. Look at this. I've never seen this before. The Horde Grease scares my out of you, so if you play Alliance, you might want to go right here and go around the hill instead of moving up the main road. I've never gone... Let's see where he's going. I don't think... This is an old video, 2007. I've never seen this before. Check this out. I have never seen this before. Yeah, used to ban people for it. Yeah, well, wall jumping is definitely I don't know, it's definitely a weird thing. Okay. Oh, yes, I do. I've never seen this in Altrock Valley. This is cool. Do not fall down here. You would be stuck. Wow, look at this. Oh man, I've got to try this. I got to get an AV just to try this. Wow, that's all the way. That's the horde base, right? Now he's trying to get to a place where he can come down without dying. I'm assuming that's what he's doing. Look at this. You can go all the way behind their base. Yeah, now there's a way down. Look at this. It almost looks like they did it on purpose. Like when you do this part of the video, there's a clear path going down. See, right here is a clear path going down. You're on the... That's pretty funny. I wonder if this is still doable in like today's. I bet in retail it's probably not, but I bet it's still doable in like Wrath of the Lich King. Best as AVs. Yeah, I won't train, but. Oh, that's cool. But anyways, in the Alliance boss room in AV, there, you could actually climb the wall and get up on the banner. You know, like how there's those when you go into the Alliance boss room in Altrock Valley, right? When you it's kind of like a circle, and when you go in on the left side, right straight to the left. If you go left, there's like a banner on the walls and like a torch, and on the right there's like a banner on the wall and a torch, and then all the way in the back wall there's a banner, like an Alliance banner or just a banner. You can actually jump up on top of that banner. And it's good because then melee can't reach you. Now, of course, this would be back in versions of WoW where you don't have... I mean, they still had, like, Death Grip. Like, if it's Wrath of the Lich King, you could get Death Gripped off. But what we'd do is you'd put a priest up there with Life Grip, right? So you would sit up there with casters. And when people tried to come in and kill the boss, they wouldn't be able to really get to you with melee. Like I said, sometimes the DK would Death Grip you, but then I was playing my priest, and so I would just Life Grip my person right back up. And it was a cool way to sit up there and basically just drop bombs like as casters, and we actually were able to defend the base really well because we'd have my healer up there, like a caster and like another caster, like two casters and healer, and actually it really was a good way to defend. We won a lot of Altrock Valleys because of that, and then I would drop the guild, the guild banner that increases your reputation and increases your honor gained. And so we used to farm so much honor doing that, just doing AV over and over again. What's up, Reaper? How's it going? Yeah, I'm getting there. I got a lot of subscribers from doing the Everlong videos, believe it or not. When I was making those videos about the private, like talking about getting ready for private server Everlong, or not Everlong, what is it? Everlook. That got me a lot of subscribers. I guess there's a lot of people that are really interested in vanilla World of Warcraft, like private vanilla. So. Because now that I've been playing on the Wrath of the Lich King server, I haven't been getting that many subs. All the stuff has been patched out a long time ago. As long as it's private server, the classic retail, it has... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that kind of stuff, a lot of these little bugs and stuff, they're like They're like what give the game its flavor, you know, like taking them out in a way kind of hurts the game, you know, to some degree. As long as those things aren't used to abuse, like I don't like him in Battlegrounds. Like when people are able to go into like Ultra Valley, I'm sorry, Wrathy Basin and get through the fence before the game starts, they're able to get past the gate and go out and claim nodes before the game's even started. I've seen that happen in Wrathy Basin, and yeah, I don't like that. I mean, that should not be allowed, you know. Yeah. Yeah, they do. They nerf a lot of toys, which is stupid. I mean, if it's not hurting the game, I don't want to see it get nerfed, you know. I don't really want to see it get nerfed. Like remember the like they add the toy like the rainbow generator as a toy, but that used to be a trinket. And that sucked because the rainbow generator was a trinket that I think was put into the game. I don't know if it was Mista Pandaria or Cataclysm, but I think it was one of those expansions where in Felwood you do a quest chain, and one of the rewards was a trinket called the Rainbow Generator. And when you use the trinket, it shot a big rainbow shoots out. And I used to love to go into like PvP, like Arathi Basin, and stand like at Blacksmith or whatever, and then I would cast like a DPS spell on someone like at max range, and you just see this huge rainbow shoot out all the way across the blacksmith. And people, the first time when people didn't know what the trinket, people would freak out. I would get so many private messages like, "What the hell is that?" You know, because nobody knew, because it was kind of an obscure quest. It wasn't like one of those quests that people are just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back to Felwood and do this quest chain." You know what I mean? I don't know if I have. I don't think I have a video of it. No, I don't think I have a video of that. That was before I think I started streaming, actually. Oh. Yeah, I think it did, but I mean, it was so cool, and I remember doing the quest and just getting it by accident because I wasn't really like I didn't know about the trinket. I was just doing the quest, but for some reason it was there, and I was like, oh, here's a quest chain, I'll do it. And back in the day when I actually enjoyed quests, which was a long time ago. And I remember getting that train. I remember like when I would use it, I would in a battleground, I would get like 3 or 4 private messages instantly of people being like, "What the hell? What the hell is that?" So you can see we queued for a group. We couldn't get a pop. So as many as people as play on the server, you can't get a group. It's hilarious. You cannot get a group. Anyways, I'm level 15, so I guess I should go to Westfall maybe. But I'm pretty tired, guys. It's early in the morning. I'm probably gonna take a break. Ah. I got up too early. I got up at like 5 a.m. And been up ever since 5 a.m. So what? 3 hours? Probably go back to bed. But yeah, the Warlock. I don't know how different the Warlock is, this Destruction Warlock, from Wrath versus like vanilla. Because I'm thinking, let's see. I don't really know. Like, let's do a vanilla. Is there a tier list? We need to find a vanilla tier list. I know Soda did one. Soda's not the best person at tier list, I don't think, personally. He's got Affliction Lock in S tier. If I remember correctly on this list, he didn't even go to like the different he doesn't even go to the different specializations. He's like, oh, we're just gonna like all locks are S, all priests are S. So he didn't really break it down by specific spec. It's so much better in Wrath. Yeah, I kind of figured. I think in Vanilla, Afflictions is the best version. So I think if I play Lock in Vanilla, I'm going to be Affliction. I won't. So I'll be the Dot Master, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to take a break. Because I got up entirely too early, guys. Yeah, but we got the add-on. The add-on looks like it is working again, I think. I don't know why, but it seems that I'm gonna guess that it has a conflict with Kui, which sucks. Now Kui does have the Kui auras does do it does show the debuffs on there. But I don't think I'd have to get with a warrior and have him do spell reflect to see how that shows up. The nice thing about the plate buffs is that they're configurable. You can like make them smaller or larger, and you can even like make specific buffs larger than other ones. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm tired. Let's see all these damn. Here's the plate buffs add-on.
See this video and we will solve the mystery.
The mystery.
It's almost impossible to play PvP without this setup. You chuck everything you need in the middle of screen. We can adjust size of each buff or
yeah, deep freeze. Deep freeze. I'm assuming this is deep freeze.
debuff about enemy heads.
Enemy pollen.
Oh, he even has audio. Did you hear that? He even had audio.
Dead by priority.
Wait.
CC enemy heads.
Enemy pollen.
Dead by
Now, see how he did that where it said enemy polyed? That we can do with MSBT. We can set up a mixed scrolling battle text. I don't know where he got that sound clip from, though. Let's see. Wow. Polymorph. Sound clips. Here we go.
Back off, whelp. Back off, whelp. Back off.
Huh.
Glory to the Horde.
Yeah, but none of these are shiny.
Ooh, shiny. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Interesting.
How you doing, man?
Yeah. Not what I'm really looking for, but yeah, I'd have to figure out how he got that sound clip. But if I can get some of those sound clips, we can certainly add those. Although I don't really think that like having an audio clip play when I poly someone, I mean, that's just more for like people that are watching the stream, maybe, you know.
be without this
Pollen.
dead by priority. Adjust size of each buff or debuff about enemy heads.
Enemy pollen.
Dead by priority. CC like stuns,
Poly down.
heals, blinds, and the passive cooldowns will always have priority in size because you need to react to them in time.
So that's really good. I mean, I do like those sounds. He's got last words, so let's see.
Care about. That's everything I use for PvP at the moment, and these are the add-ons that affect my user interface look. And I think there are more or less add-ons that are essential for PvP. I don't know. That's everything I use. Again, there are some settings
the cooldown pulse. I'm not sure if I really need a cooldown pulse.
/DCP to adjust the size.
I mean, I've seen this add-on before where the cooldowns pulse on the screen let you know that it's available. I typically don't like that big pulse in the middle of the screen. A lot of times what I do is I just use tell me when. I do a little strip here, like right around here, that just has my most important cooldowns, so I can just see them at all times to say, you know, when are they. Or what I'll do, like, if it's one that I need to know, like, really important when I'll show it and have a counter on it saying, you know, 3 seconds until it's ready. And if it's one that I'm not as important, I might not even show it. It'll just like be invisible until it's available, and then when it's available, it shows up. Yeah, I don't like the cooldown pulse that much, but I was wondering if he actually had the sounds. Like he's got a download leak, but I'm wondering if he's got. Let's see. If he actually had the sounds up here, let's take a look again. Because we did grab all of his add-ons right here. He's got mixed scrolling back, so he probably has his sounds in here. Now, they're not there, which is interesting. I wonder where he put them. That means he must not be using mixed scrolling battle text, which surprises me. What other add-on would he be using? Sound alerter, maybe. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So here, now we can actually steal his sound clips here. Check this out.
Cloak of Shadows.
So this is awesome. So what we can do is with all of these, I mean, he's got it set up here. That's pretty cool. We can use those though. Yeah, I've never used it. I mean, like I said, I set up MSBT, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's called Sound Alerter, so we'll try it, right? I've never used that one. Let's go ahead and put that. I guess we'll put it in here. It's called Sound Alerter. But it is cool to have that because, like I said, I can hijack these sounds. You know.
Bone Shield. Bone Shield.
See, they have Bone Shield. As it's funny that they have that because I actually use what I've done in the past for Bone Shield. I'll show you what I've done. Is I've gone into MSBT. And created a trigger for Bone Shield. And just played this. Sounds like bones. The only problem with this clip is the volume is really low on it. But yeah, that's something that I actually would do for Bone Shield. Or this one. It's like bones rattling or something, you know? Yeah, but that... Yeah, I would... Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts. I don't know, I've never played Ghouls and Ghosts, but I would imagine that could get pretty annoying in BGs too. I don't like too many sounds. That's why what I would do, Alex, is I would take those sounds, and then for specific ones, I would just set up triggers, you know? And just do the sound for specific ones. Like I said, we can go like here. I don't think I have like, but I showed you. Like if we go into Wrathless King, what was it called? Sound Alerter or something. Here, go in here. I don't know what the difference is between voice ES and voice. Holy shit! This and my Windows Explorer. My Windows Explorer does this. I think it's. Every once in a while, it just goes off into La La Land. It could also be my antivirus. When I open up like a folder I haven't opened up before. But anyways, let's go into... I don't know, disarm. We have a lot of them in here. Let's see. What's one like Trinket?
Trinket.
Trinket. I don't like that voice. Death Coil, disarm. Paladin.
Pally.
Pally. Okay.
Polly. Polly.
Wasn't there like Polly down or something? I don't see the Polly down in here. There it is.
fin de oveja, fin de oveja, fin de oveja,
What the hell?
fin de oveja, fin de oveja, fin de oveja,
It's like a different language? It says poly down, but that is not poly down. It's like a different language.
fin supresión de dolor, fin
Oh my god. This is Spanish or something. Or what is it? Voice? I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Doesn't sound like Spanish. What is that?
amigo miedo,
That's,
amigo miedo,
that is Spanish. So, yes, so they have a Spanish version. Okay, that is Spanish. So there is a poly down. Yeah. Yeah, different language. so there is a, that means that this is the English and there is a poly down. I just didn't see it. So it's right here.
Poly down.
All right. So let's take poly down, right? Copy this. We're going to go add-ons. We're going to go mix scrolling battle text. And we're just going to go into sounds. Paste in here. And it's called polydown.mp3. Here. Game. So instead of having all those sounds enabled, yeah, it was like totally different language. So like, let's see, so like right here we can say polydown.mp3.
Poly down.
So we can just create our own triggers and just use those sound effects. So and then poly would just be, I don't know if poly would be considered a debuff. It probably would be. It'd just be considered like a debuff, and it would be, I would imagine. Here, let's do it again. Yeah, I don't have a mage. I don't have a mage, so I don't know. Let's try. Here, let's exit this. And let's go to let's go to retail. I should have MSBT on retail. Same thing. It works the same way, but and of course, retail takes forever to load because the damn game is huge now. Crap. We're in I don't know if it would be an aura or a deep. It would be an aura. It's not an aura though. Oh, what game is that? This is Shadowlands. This is World of Warcraft Shadowlands. Uh, it's gonna be either an aura or a. Well, it's got to be an aura. We'll put in a broken one. We're gonna say target.
Polly down.
Oh, whoops! I killed him. I didn't really mean to kill him. uh, can I poly wolf animals now in retail? I can't remember. I'm sure I probably can. Let's see. We'll see if it triggers when it expires. It's probably not an aura. It's got to be. It's not. I don't think it's an aura. No. It's probably just spell, I guess. Let's see. Aura removal. It could be any of these other things. Cast. Success. What have we got so far? We've got aura broken. Oh no, both those are aura broken. One of these should be aura removal. There we go. But anyways, I mean, we should be able to set it up for sheep. Damn it. Huh. What is it? It's not aura broken. It's not aura removal. Oh, well, this is wrong. See, it says exhibit. No. Target. Save. Yeah, its field name's not set up either. Damn it. I know I set it up. Polymorph. Hopefully I'm spelling it right. Save. Save. Okay. Enemy only. That's why a lot of times I'll just add it for a bunch of stuff. See, I'm adding multiple ones. We can do aura. I still think it's an aura removal. Let's try aura removal.
Polly down.
There you go. whatever. So there it worked. It was orb removal. So there you go. So now we can use the mixed scrolling battle text to do the same thing. Right? Is there any other MMO? Yeah, sure. I played Black Desert for about 6 months. I played Rift for probably about a few months here and there. I played Terra for about 6 months. What else? I played Guild Wars 2 for probably about 3 months. I played Lord of the Rings for about a month, but that was like way after it had been released. I played Star Wars The Old Republic for about 2 months. Played Lineage 2 for about a year. That was the first MMO I ever played. But yeah, WoW I've played more than any other. Because WoW just has too many good systems in it. Here, we're going to see the poly come off here in a second.
Poly down.
So there you go. See, and even in retail, I'm using a G shade. So like you can see here, this is what it looks like. Here, hold a second. This is what the game looks like right now, right? And just to show you the difference. This is what the game looks like normally, right? This is what the game looks like normally. And with... Actually, sorry, I had that turned off. This is what it looks like normally. And then with G-Shade, it looks like that. So... one of the easiest ways to do it, to compare, because people like, it's hard for people to like, some people to see, so what I do is I don't think it makes as big a difference in, but here, yeah. I think the difference, if you really look at the differences, you're going to look at the colors. Like, if you look at, like, her face, and it's a little bit more color, but notice how there's more shadows here in the grass back here. Like, over here, it's not. Yeah, it's not quite as noticeable in retail as it is on, like, when I use it on Vanilla WoW. Yeah. But... yeah, it's not as big a difference. But you can change it. I mean, we can make it a lot more of a difference if we want it. Like, we can go into colorfulness here. Let's see. We can really turn the color up. Like, here's... actually, it's not doing anything. Hold on. Actually, it looks like it's not doing anything there. Maybe it's not working. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's doing anything. You know what? It's not doing anything right now. Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, it's not working right now, which is weird. Normally, it works. Yeah. I was going to say, it didn't look like it was really doing anything. But... yeah, you can invert... you can I don't know if invert colors one in there, but if you look at... to show you one where it actually does make a difference. That was working in retail. I don't know if they did something. I'm not sure why that's not working in retail right now, but it was working originally when I installed it. Not a lot of color where I'm currently at. We need to get up into some trees, some grass. Now this is the Chronos vanilla client. Alright, so this is the Chronos. Yeah, this is Chronos. This is vanilla. This is a private vanilla server. But notice how, in my opinion, how crisp and clean the images are. Like notice how my party frame here looks very clean and crisp. Like, to me anyways, it just looks a lot like even the icons. The icons look so much crisper than the War main client to me. Like, it just looks crisp. The images look really nice. Yeah, this is 1.12. Right? Try to get somewhere where I'm not going to get attacked. Alright, so this is like... That was strange. Whoa, I've never seen that before. Wow, that was really weird. Like when I hide the UI, it's turning dark. Okay, I've never... That is really bizarre. Having some strange issues on the computer. I've seen some weird stuff in WoW today. I've never seen that before, so... But anyways, we take a screenshot of just... God, I hate when it does that screen captured text right in the middle of the screen. Let's just do one of my character right here. And then we'll turn off a few things here. And you should be able to see a huge difference. I mean, just look at the color of the red in the flowers compared to the color here. Obviously, the color of my character, the vibrance, you know, it's just a little more color going on. Leggings. You know, you can also look at the crispness. I've got clarity turned on, so it's going to be a little bit crisper edges along her leggings here. And also in the background, you'll see that the see how the tree back here doesn't, it's a little bit more faded and hard to see, whereas here it's easier to see and a little bit crisper. Also the staff, see how the staff kind of pops out? Like you can almost see like a drop shadow on the backside of the staff here, whereas here it's just not, doesn't pop out as much. The light's kind of reflecting off the staff here, it looks like. So you just, that's a big difference. To me, that's a huge difference, actually. Anyways. I don't know why that wasn't working in retail. That was really strange to me, that why the retail wasn't working. Very strange. Might have to, like, reinstall the retail version, but honestly, I don't have any plans to play retail again anytime soon. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna maybe get some breakfast. Hope you guys have a good, what is it, Sunday? And yeah, I don't know, like, I'm hitting that thing again where I'm getting kind of bored of playing WoW. I go through this all the time, you know, where I play like a lot for like 3 weeks, then I get bored, because I've played the game since 2004. So, like, once again, as I've said before, I just really wish we'd get a new MMO. You know, yeah. I'll see you later, Alex. I just wish we'd get a new game. You know, something fresh. You know, that's just entirely new, because that would be so much fun. You know, I still think, you know, I don't know where Ashes Creation is going to go, but I do think Ashes Creation could be good. You know, it's got so long. The problem with these MMOs now is the longer I play MMOs, it seems like the longer they take to come out. Like, remember MMOs used to come out? Like they take 4 or 5 years to make an MMO. Well, the last couple of MMOs that I've been watching have been in development for well over 4 or 5, 6 years, and they're still like Ashes Creation's been in development for what? Like how long? Oh my god, like quite a while, and it's nowhere near completion. If you go to I'm looking for the Wikipedia. It's getting harder and harder to find Wikipedia pages. The actual Wikipedia. Used to be easy to find, now it's harder, but... Yeah, that's Battle Royale, though. Okay, so I don't see like the development began, but you can see here the alpha, the pre-alpha was 2017. So that was 5 years. That was like almost 5 years ago. Now, right now we're in 2022, and look, and they're still like, Alpha 2. They're saying Beta 2, Head Start. But look, it's like all to be announced. So. But, they've come a long way with, I mean, going to Unreal Engine 5 was definitely a good decision. I just hope they put as much polish into the game as they do into like their videos and their logo. You know what I mean? I mean, the game needs a lot of polish. It's really rough right now. Like if we want to be really critical, what I can be critical here is there's too much of these objects are moving at the same time. So it's almost like this big section of grass is one texture and it's all moving to the left at the same time and then moving back to the right at the same time. There's not enough individual movement of blades of grass. And I know that takes a lot of work, but this is something that they're probably hopefully going to refine, because right now it's just too much. It feels like there's just big pieces of paper that have grass painted on them and they're all moving together, moving at the same time. Notice how a lot of the sections are all moving in the same direction at the same time. See these purple flowers are all kind of going left and then right. I love the sounds, though. Wherever they're getting their sound clips from, they're really, really good. The sounds of this game are excellent. And I think it's one of the most overlooked things in MMOs is the quality of your sound bites. It really adds realism and like immersion. And World of Warcraft does a pretty good job with sound, but the sounds in this video here are really, really good. I want to start it over. Just listen to the sounds. That rain sounds so good. Those birds sound so good. Let me make sure I got the right. Let's go to 2160. I also appreciate that they do it at in 4K. Also, another criticism. Notice how when the blades of grass bend, they tend to bend all at the like. You'll see like 10 blades of grass all bend over at the same time, and it's very fake looking. It's almost like someone took a piece of paper and just pushed it down against all this blades of grass at the same time. It's too uniform, and the length of the bend is the same. So again, they really need to change they really need to vary. And I know this was probably their first stab at this, probably, to get it to a decent. So hopefully they're gonna, again, they need it. My biggest complaint with this game, or my biggest thing that I'm worried about, is really the polish of the game. We've seen, especially a game like this that has so many big aspirations. Same thing with Star Citizen. If you look at Star Citizen, I get the same kind of vibes. It's like we want to do all these amazing, groundbreaking things, which is great, and they are doing amazing, groundbreaking things, but the polish isn't there. There's too many bugs. There's too many visual issues, and I'm hoping that Ashes of Creation doesn't go down the same path. But the sound of this bear is fantastic. This looks like almost like Guild Wars 2. Like this bear looks like kind of a little bit stylized, like a Guild Wars 2 bear would look. I also love the light. The God rays coming right through here are really good. The shadows of these trees are excellent. The water in the game so far, I'm not super impressed with. I think the water could be better. And also the shadows. The shadows in the game look a little flat to me. Yeah. But the lighting, I like the lighting. I like these shadows. I'm just saying the shadows, the variation in the shadow depth and the shadow colors, it seems a little bit flat. Love the bear sounds though. And again, the ambient sound here for the snowy region is really good. But again, the artwork, like for a game that hasn't come out yet, that's using Unreal Engine 5, the quality of these graphics here to me is nowhere near as good as, and this looks like Skyrim to me. I could log into Skyrim and the game would look this good. In fact, it would probably look better, to be honest. It would probably look better than this. So the graphical fidelity to me right now is nowhere near as good as it could be. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Like if I stepped into this game and it looked like this, I'd be fine with it. I mean, this looks nice, but with Unreal Engine 5, you could make it look a lot better. And again, the ship, there's no shadows or anything. The ship it looks it doesn't really look that realistic at all, but I love the sound effects. Again, the rain here sounds fantastic. I love the lighting is really good. That could be Lumen. I mean, this is coming out on Unreal Engine, so the lighting's going to be good. Look at the God rays. This is Ashes of Creation. And this is early, so I'm hoping they're gonna have more, but just the color palette here is pretty bland. A lot of the same colors, and not a lot of variety in the grass, and not a lot of variety in the foliage. I really only see two types. Really, all I see is grass, and then these orange plants, and that's it. That's all I see on the ground here. That's it. One thing that I really liked, this is MMO that's in development, but it's probably not going to be out for a few years. One of the things I really liked about New World, maybe I'll stream some New World today, because I haven't played New World in forever. I don't even know if I have that installed. Is New World on Steam? Shit. I haven't played New World in forever. The one thing I really liked about New World was the variety of foliage in that game. Like the grass and the trees was some of the best of any MMO I've ever played. It was beautiful. Like I love chopping down trees and stuff in New World. The sound effects were good. The sound effects were really good actually in New World. And just the variety of plants and the vibrance of the colors was also really, really good. It's just these types of things you don't want to overlook. Let's see, New World. Library, where's my favorites? New World. See, I don't even have it installed. 48 gig. I've played 118 hours of New World. There's probably... Let's go ahead and install it. God, I've only got 1.6. We'll go ahead and install New World. I might try that later today. Again, the sound effects for the frog here are fantastic. Pretty flat colors there. I like the motion of the ship here. I would like to see more wind in the sails. Let's see if we get much wind in the sails. What would really give you the impression of the rain? See, the rain's falling sideways, which means the wind's coming from left to right. So what would really give you a realistic impression is if these sails were also kind of billowing left to right, kind of going left and right. And they are a little bit, but not very realistically. In fact, very non-realistically. I would much prefer like the middle of them to be moving left to right as one huge piece, like the whole piece kind of moving left and right instead of just. It almost looks like it's just rippling, which isn't that realistic. Now, going to this level of detail to do this much animations for birds is, and actually a lot of the stuff they're doing with the animations is pretty impressive that they would go to this level of detail. And also these animals, it's awesome how they roll over and do stuff. Anyways, I'm out of here. Everybody left the stream anyway. They don't care. They don't care about Ash's creation. I'll do a separate video for Ashes someday. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.